This interesting case of aortic root abscess with bicuspid aortic valve. This is para-external short axis view at the level of aortic valve. In this image, you can see this is bicuspid aortic valve. So if you are having confusion in that case, you just analyze it frame by frame. You will find this is bicuspid aortic valve. Type 1 because one RFA is present. This is RFA. So one RFA is present. So bicuspid aortic valve with type 1. If there is no RFA, then 0 type, then 2 RFA, then this is type 2. So this is bicuspid aortic valve type 1. You can see there, this is anterior portion and this is posterior portion. This is anterior aortic valve, this is posterior aortic valve. So anterior aortic valve is quite thickened in this case. Patient is having long history of fever, BP is low, patient is not taking meal properly, that means patient is almost having septicemia like feature. And you see the anterior wall is quite thickened here. And next image we will see how this thickening is because of the abscess within this anterior aortic valve. In this image in a skin, what you see in the upper part of the skin is anterior and the lower part of the skin is posterior one. So this is anterior aortic valve, this is posterior aortic valve. Anterior aortic valve is quite thickened, indicating some collection. You see that hypoechoic collection within this. So this is likely to be pus. Next image, again the same thing. I want to trim a little bit image. So that you get the real image and make the image a little bit slow. At the same time, I zoom the image so you get the correct point. Now see, this is aortic valve having pus. Now we can see the septated collection, so dense collection within this anterior aortic valve. On moment you see it's reducing the size and zooming the size. Now you clearly see on the pan image. Here you can see. So this is, now see, this is the pus within anterior aortic valve. So this is aortic root abscess. You know the definition of aortic root? From aortic annulus up to sinotubular junction is called aortic root. So this is aortic root abscess. So bicuspid aortic valve vegetation is also seen. I will show you in next in some other image of this patient. But this is aortic root abscess. You can easily see now the aortic root abscess. For the next image, the velocity across tricuspid valve, TRZ, trivial TRZ, peak gradient 25, so indicating mild pulmonary artery hypertension. Now see the size of aortic annulus, and that is the vegetation. So vegetation is there. Size. Vegetation is being missed in this image, but I will show vegetation next image. So clearly this is bicuspid aortic valve, aortic root abscess, and having vegetation. This image we are not getting visitation. I will show in next other images. Again, you see that this entire aortic wall is quite thickened compared to posterior aortic wall. So aortic root abscess is very rare finding. Again, the same thing. Image is highly taken on high frequency so that the image clarity is quite good. Now you see this is the portion of anterior aortic wall. This is anterior aortic wall. You can see the whole anterior aortic wall having this circular structure that is having hypoechoic collection. That is anterior aortic wall, that is aortic root abscess. Image wise, this is right ventricle, RV, and this is aortic root abscess. Again, you see the aortic root abscess. This is left main coronary artery. This is left main coronary artery. Any structure that is arising from left, that is aorta. This is left side, left main coronary artery. This is right coronary artery. You can see now. This is left main coronary, this is right coronary artery. This is aortic root abscess. This is right ventricular outlet portion. This is pulmonary valve. Right ventricular outlet and pulmonary valve. Now this is, you see the pulmonary valve. This is pulmonary artery. This is aorta. This is aortic root abscess. Aortic root abscess. You can see the collection now. Now you can see this appears like subvalvular fibrous septum, but the fibrous septum cannot change its shape during the different phase of cardiac cycle. So if it is septum, then it should not change its shape during the different phase of cardiac cycle. If it changes, so likely it is vegetation. You see this is like vegetation because it's changing its shape. You see, our shape is being changed during different part of cardiac cycle. So this is vegetation arising from interventricular septum that is just below the aortic valve, and at the same time there is no flow obstruction within subaortic region. So this is vegetation. The same time calcification of aortic valve is also seen. You can see this is calcification. Enter aortic valve having pus here. So very interesting case of aortic root abscess. This is the how much is the size of aortic root abscess. See the aortic root abscess. At the same time, vegetation just below the aortic valve. So ultimately, this is the case of anterior aortic valve abscess, that is aortic root abscess. In case of bicuspid aortic valve, patient is having septicemia-like feature, low BP, nausea, vomiting, raised, mildly raised, REM creatinine, mildly raised, SGPT, that is LT. So this is the case of aortic root abscess in case of aortic bicuspid valve, bicuspid aortic valve. That is the finding. Thank you.